What's up, guys? In this video, you are going to learn how to find profitable products to sell on Amazon FBA in 2020. Now, for those of you coming from my podcast, welcome. And for those of you who are coming from YouTube and maybe have not listened to my podcast, I have a full free course on Apple and Spotify selling on Amazon with Isom. It is 8 episodes plus some bonus episodes. Everything you need to know to start selling on Amazon. It's been getting great reviews so far. A lot of people are really excited about it. I've been getting some really cool DMs from people about, them starting their Amazon businesses. But this is a accompanying video to show you what I talk about in the podcast as far as finding a product to sell. So let's jump right into it. So I'm here in Jungle Scout, and I am in the Find Products product database. Just to quickly walk you through, Jungle Scout, what it is if you're new to this. This is a service, a software that analyzes all of the data on Amazon, all of the products selling on Amazon, and gives you valuable information as far as how many sales they're getting, their reviews, how many monthly, daily sales, so you can find products that are already selling. Because like I teach in my podcast, we want to find a product that is already selling well on Amazon that has a low number of reviews, meaning we can come in as a brand new seller and compete. Because if we're trying to find, a product, or we have a product and we want to sell it, and the competitors have 10,000 reviews, it's going to be extremely difficult to compete with those types of brands and businesses. So you can use this tool to find product ideas that can be profitable for you, that you can also compete with. So that's a big key. So this is how you use the product database. I'm just going to select a category here. Let's just do home and kitchen, just for an example, but you could select multiple categories you might be interested in. Like I talk about in my podcast, stay away from electronics. You can learn more about why in my podcast. Over here, product tier, we're going to choose standard. I teach selling small, lightweight, simple products. Trust me, when you crunch your numbers down the road, you're going to make a significantly higher profit margin if you're selling smaller products that are lightweight. So we do not want to look at oversized stuff. Seller type, we're going to select FBA because we want to see all the results for other sellers just like us. We don't want to, we don't want Amazon sellers, and we don't want fulfillment by merchant, because we're going to be an FBA seller. We're going to do fulfillment by Amazon. So that's what we want to compare with. Now for the filters. There's a ton of filters here, but you don't really need to use all of these. You can play around with them if you want to fine tune your search results. But starting out, this is what I teach. I would put your minimum price at 20, and then you could put your maximum price at right around 50. We're going to sell products in the $20 to $50 range. Those are products that are impulse buys that people are not doing a ton of research about before they make a decision. Usually it'll be a pretty quick decision. They know what they're looking for. They're going on, finding one that has decent reviews, good price, and they're buying it. Minimum number of reviews. I'm going to put that at 0. And the max reviews, I'm going to put at 60 because I think that's what I'd mentioned in my podcast. Now, you can play with this number of reviews if you feel more comfortable. A good rule of thumb here is the more capital you have to invest up front, meaning dollars, the higher number of reviews you could put here. So for example, if I only have $1,000 to start my FBA business, we're going to keep this review number pretty low because you don't have a lot of money to compete with the big boys. If you have $100,000 and you want to start an FBA business, you could probably put this at 600 because you have the cash that could potentially compete with those types of brands. But we're going to leave that 0 to 60. For this right here, actually, we're not going to worry about the net right now. We're also not going to really worry about rating, rank, weight. We are going to do sales though. Yeah, let's do sales. Select minimum and or maximum monthly estimated sales. So I like to teach 300 sales a month, which would be 10 sales a day, right? Max sales, we're going to leave it blank because we don't want to limit the number of sales we can make in a month. Minimum revenue, you could put a number in here. I know a lot of people like to do their research based on revenue. So if you wanted to put like $10,000, you could do that. I'm going to leave it blank for now. And like I said, you can always come back and, mess with some of these to see what type of different results you get. Okay, everything else, I'm just going to leave blank for now, and then we're going to hit search. So now Jungle Scout has found a ton of products. Right here you can see I'm displaying 200 of 2,835. A ton of products, and this is only in the home and kitchen category. So we got 2,000 products that fit our criteria. And basically these are products we could come in very quickly and compete with. So as I'm scrolling through product ideas, I'm looking for a few just basic key things. We know that all of our numbers should be where they want as far as, the minimum sales and reviews and that sort of thing. So now the next step would be is looking at the product itself. What size is the product? How big is it? How complex is it? How easy would it be to manipulate that product or make it unique, make it your own? How heavy it is? I look for all those types of things. So if I were just going down here from the top, just kind of glancing at some of this, centerpieces, that seems fragile. I don't want stuff that breaks. Duvet cover, that's big. A little bit too big for my liking. Towels, okay. I talked about that in my podcast. Pillowcases. Okay, that is a good one right there. So I would potentially, copy and paste this listing or export this data. You could honestly export all this data if you want. You could download the CSV. But I would just make a note of this. I would add this to my tracker or just, copy, screenshot this info, whatever you want. Copy it. Keep an Excel sheet. By the way, in the description below this video, I will actually include a link to this Excel sheet. You can download this Excel sheet for free using the link below where you can track all this information. So I could put in my product ideas right here and write out all this info that I'm getting from Jungle Scout. So after you find your 3 product ideas. Okay, I'm just going to scroll really quickly, look at a couple other of these that I think might be a good idea and talk about why. Let's talk about some no's here though. A wreath. No. Why? It's big, hard to ship this kind of product, takes up a lot of space. 14-inch A-frame. That actually might be decent as long as they fold up. If they could fold up flat, that might be pretty decent. Might be a little fragile though. Bed sheets. Bed sheets are not a bad idea. I like pillowcases a little bit better right now because why? They're a lot smaller. Like if you were to think about them folded up pillowcase, smaller than folded up bed sheet. Remember, size is very important. Stretch black cocktail tablecloths, a 2-pack. Those might be a little bit big, might be about the size of a bed sheet. Curtains. I've seen those at Bed Bath & Beyond. I kind of know what size the packaging is on those. Those actually could be potentially good. Let me talk about this really quick about curtains. Why this might be a good idea as well as pillowcases. I'm kind of drawn to textiles, and here's why. With textiles, it's very easy to customize them. Meaning if you can come up with custom designs, patterns for your textiles, like a pillowcase with a very cool trendy pattern on it, or patterns of like, I don't know, I shouldn't say superheroes because that could be copyright or trademark infringement, but like custom designs that you can make it unique. It's very easy to make it unique that way. So like here's just plain green drapes or curtains, but maybe I could make curtains that have like a cool zigzag pattern or something that's very unique that's not already out there. Make it my own. That's something that'd be really easy to do with a manufacturer. Some other stuff here, we're just scrolling through and looking. Business license frames. I talk a lot about photo frames in my podcast, so there's a good idea. Let's look at the numbers here. Monthly revenue, 12,500 monthly sales, selling it for $24. Only 21 reviews. Oh, Smash Banana. That's who I talk about in my podcast as well. I was looking at some other picture frames. It looks like this brand probably sells a bunch of photo frames. But yeah, this looks like something you could easily come in and compete with. I mean, they filed for enhanced branding, it looks like. But this is a great example of a nice home-based business. Someone out there, just like you, started a brand, called it Smash Banana, and they decided that they were going to sell photo frames. So they sell all sorts of different types of photo frames. And that's what you could do. You could pick a brand. Maybe your brand does pillowcases, and you sell all different types of pillowcases, different sizes, different designs. Here's that pillowcase we were talking about. And like Pizuna. What is Pizuna? I've never heard of that. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, Pizuna is just some brand that probably started on Amazon. And see, when you go get yourself a little logo from Fiverr and, you know, create some nice high quality photos and things, you can really, you know, stand out. Oh, those are bed sheets. I wanted those pillowcases. Here we go. Oh, I see right here. The pillowcases are right here. They're just sold out. So king pair pillow. $25, 2 pillowcases. Guys, bed sheets and pillowcases are like, the markup on those is insanity. Okay, so these are coming from India. I do talk about India. They're a great place to get textiles if you want to do textiles. Seriously, this is a great business right here. And look, they're just selling plain colors. Like I said, if you can sell like some cool, get some custom patterns and stuff on your pillowcases, you could probably do pretty well. They've got 124 reviews right there right now. But you should notice, whenever you're selling multiple products on the same listing, it's all the reviews together. So this is not 124 ratings for pillow cases. It's 124 ratings for all the colors and all the different options. So that's something to think or to keep in mind as well. Let's see, over here it said reviews were 55. Yeah, so those total reviews you're seeing on Amazon, if they're selling multiple sizes and colors, it's accumulation of all of those. But this is how easy it is to find profitable products to sell on Amazon FBA using Jungle Scout. You can do this for any category. Like I said, you can manipulate the numbers up here, choose different categories, find a few different products, download the checklist I got for you right here. Once you start doing all your outreach to manufacturers, you can put in all the numbers, make sure your margins are good, and then move forward with your Amazon FBA business. Now I'm going to be posting some other videos on here on the channel with more information about selling on Amazon. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast, because together these 2 free resources are really going to help you get started with your Amazon FBA business. I'm going to be putting out all sorts of free content. This is content that people are selling for thousands of dollars. I do it myself. I personally sell on Amazon. We have a successful business. I'm not here to really try to get all your money, you know, to try to sell you a $1,000 course. I want you to spend your money to get your business started. I want to give you as much free information as I can. So if you like this video, guys, hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what questions you have about Amazon, how I can help you out. And we'll see you in the next video.